Hello, Move Easy Movers. This is yoga, online yoga with Kathy. Today is March 5th, 2022, or it's whatever date you're watching this video. Let's get into it. We've got somebody else coming in. Oh, Kathleen. Okay. And so we're going to start with our regular warm-up with the chair and our legs on the chair. The 7-minute static rest. So let's go ahead and get into position. So basically you want to make sure that the chair is close enough that your hips and your knees are at 90-degree angle. Your arms can be wherever they're comfortable. They can be at your side. They can be out in a T. If you want to open up your chest a little more, they can be in a cactus pose. So we're going to be here for 7 minutes, and you'll want to just breathe normally. Just bring your breath into the room. What we're doing is we're supporting our lower back. It's like traction for the lower back. Let me set my timer. Seven minutes. Hi, Kathleen. We're doing a 7-minute static rest.
Okay. Oh, I don't know.
So whatever position is comfortable for you, you can have your legs on a chair or not.
No, just. No, I just. No, it's like. Well,
Okay, 7 minutes is up. Now slowly roll your head back and forth to the right and to the left 2 or 3 times, just to loosen up that neck a little. Oops. And then we're going to do vagus nerve reset. Excuse me. And we're all familiar with this. Keep your head stationary and you just move your eyeballs to the right or to the left, whichever you choose to start with, and wait for that sigh, swallow, gulp, or yawn. For me, the yawn comes right away. Oh. And then move your eyeballs back to center and then move them in the opposite direction. Wait for that sigh, swallow, gulp, or yawn. And then do it 2 more times on each side without my cueing. So go ahead and finish up. And next we're going to do head ramping. So you can leave your head on whatever support you have, or you can put it on whatever you choose. Set of therapy balls. I'm going to use a sponge ball. Whatever feels comfortable for you. Now in head ramping, what we do is we press the occipital ridge or the back of our neck towards the floor. Now the chin will follow, but it doesn't lead this pose or this movement. And then we hold it and then bring it back. So we'll do this a couple of more times. So press, hold, and release. Press, hold, and release. Okay, just one more time. Press, hold, and release. All right, good job. Good job. Now, you can either remove whatever you had under your head or not. It's up to you. The next thing we're going to do is breath work. And, oh, I don't want to cross my ankles. Today's breath work is going to be extended exhale breath. And it's very simple. And you do this at your own pace. So you take an inhale, and while you're inhaling, you count. For example, if you inhale to the count of 4, then you try to exhale for a longer count than your inhale. The idea is to try to double the exhale time. So if you inhale for a count of 4, you want to exhale for a count of 8. So this is something you do at your own pace. Everybody is different. So inhale and then exhale, and try to make it as long as you can. And if you don't double it, that's fine. Just go as far as you can. And then inhale again. Excuse me. And exhale. And just keep doing that. Now, the more you practice that, the more you'll find that your exhale will become longer. But again, no strain, just go with the flow of your breath. Inhale and exhale. Okay, so let's go ahead and push our chair away or move away from it, whichever works for you. And we're going to do that open chest stretch that we've been doing lately with the sponge ball and the brick. So I have a more narrow brick, my head. The sponge ball, if you have one, is going to go between your shoulder blades. If you don't have a sponge ball, a rolled up towel would do. And then rest your head on the brick. That's why my brick's a little narrow. The taller one was too high. This is a great chest opener. You can have your arms at the side. You can have them in cactus. If you do have them in cactus, you might want to support them on something. That's a big reach back there. I just have mine at my side. We're going to hold this pose for 40 seconds. I love this pose. It's a great chest opener. If you find this is too much, you can just be lying on your back without the sponge ball. Okay, good job. All righty, go ahead and roll off of that. And we're going to stay supine for just a minute or so, a couple of movements. So feet on the floor, knees bent. We're going to do leg lifts, but when we lift our leg, we're going to keep it the same angle that it is. So just your feet are shoulder width apart. The angle of your knee is whatever is most comfortable for you. Doesn't have to be really close, doesn't have to be far away. If that's more comfortable, then do that. Just put it where it's most comfortable. And when we lift our leg, we're just going up to tabletop and then back down. So, and then the left one, and then back down. You don't have to come up this far. If that's difficult for you, just come up as far as you can. So right leg up and then back down. Left leg up and then back down. If you can, you want to put your lower leg parallel to the ceiling. If you can't move it that far, that's fine. Just go as far as you can. Now, this is one option. There is another option if you are up to it, is to put both legs up and down at the same time. That is a little harder, but we can do just one at a time. Okay, just one more. All right, good job, guys. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do are clams. So our legs are in the same position. We're going to start on the right, and we just move our knee down to the floor, or not down to the floor, just as far as is comfortable for you. See, I'm not going all the way down to the floor because I don't want to engage my hip. So you want to keep your torso steady and just go as far as you can without engaging your hip or the rest of your torso. And then back up. So you may only go this far, and that's okay. Yeah, I go a little further and I feel a tenseness. So I want to stop there. Okay, two more on this side, and then we'll go to the other side. Okay, now the left side, I'm gonna angle a little bit so you can see. So basically just as far as you can. I can't go down as far on the left as I can on the right. Okay, two more on this side. All right, good job. Good job. What have I got left next? Oh, okay. So the last move in this triplet that we're doing is windshield wipers. So again, your feet are shoulder width apart, and we're just gonna both knees back and forth. And again, we don't want to engage the hips or the torso if we can. So we're not going all the way down, and we're not moving very fast. Just until you feel that one point where you know your hips are going to move. That's when you stop. This isn't a twist. We're just working on the hips. Okay, just one more. Okay, all right, good. Now the next thing we're doing is hyperpressives. We're going to do one normal one, just a standard one, and then one with a bridge. So our feet are flexed. For the standard one, our arms are up in a circle, like we're hugging a tree. And then we flip our hands so our palms are facing the ceiling. Now we're going to take 3 breaths, 3 deep breaths. And on the last breath, we exhale and hold our breath out for the count of 15. Now, if you can't make it to the count of 15, stop and just relax your arms and your feet. But we're going to go ahead. Inhale, exhale. Second one, inhale, exhale. And make sure your shoulders are relaxed and your hands are pressing against the ceiling. Inhale. This is the last one. Exhale. Everything out of your lungs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Inhale, arms come down, exhale, feet. Good job. Okay, now we'll do the bridge. Excuse me, I have a frog this morning. Now, the bridge, the feet are still flexed. Hands are at your sides. And when we take our 3 breaths, when we exhale that last one, we raise our hips and the arms come back. Now, if you're unable to raise your hips, that's fine. Just, if you can, put your arms back and we'll count to 15 or however long you can last. So, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale, exhale, breath out, hold your breath out, raise your hips, your arms go back by your ears. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Inhale, hips come down. Exhale, arms come down. All right, good job. And now we're going to do everybody's favorite core work before we get up. We are going to be getting up. This is, now we're going to be doing, and I know I do this in every class, but it really does make a difference. Now the movement is tabletop to hover, but there are options. Now, if you're more comfortable, you can use one leg and hover. One leg at a time, tabletop and hover. You can just lift your leg like we did before and go back down and alternate. You can lift both legs and alternate, or you can just go straight out if that's possible, or even just slide your leg out if that works for you. So we're going to do 2 reps of 10, and I'll be demonstrating a variety of the moves. So legs up, tabletop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, take a break. We'll do 1 more rep and then we'll be done with this one. Good way to take a break is knees together, feet apart. That relaxes all the muscles you've been using. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job, guys. Good job. I know this isn't everybody's favorite, but you know, the more you do it, the easier it gets. Okay, now go ahead and bring yourself up to standing, whichever way works for you, and bring out your half round. We're going to do the 3-way ankle mobility stretch. So give me a minute to get set up here. And by the way, just walk around the room while you have a minute, and we're going to do a walk around the room before and after. While I get set up here. So you want to make sure that you've got something to hold on to. If you don't have a half round, you can use a book or a rolled up towel, something to give your ankle some stretch. So we're going to start with the right foot. And the only reason I have my foot off of this is so I can demonstrate to you what I'm doing. So we put the ball of the foot and hopefully the ankle on the ground. And we just start with a regular stretch because this just feels so good. I can feel it all the way up my leg. For some people, this might be a little extreme, in which case I would say get a hardback book and put your foot on that. But a static stretch just like this is very good. I do this when I've been on my feet a lot, walking, or just on my feet a lot, running errands. And then So the first stretch, other than the static stretch, is to stretch the ankle forward. So we're not stretching the knee. The knee comes along for the ride, but we just stretch the ankle forward. Now we can do this a couple of different times. You can go ahead and pulse if you want, or you can just hold a steady stretch. And we're just going to hold this for about 30 seconds. Missed a timer on that one, but that's about 30. Okay. And then the next movement is your foot's in the same position, but you move your ankle and stretch at a 45-degree angle. It's not going to be a very big movement.
This is a movement to the outside of the foot.
We go outside first.
Well, I don't know what you mean by 45-degree angle, which I don't think.
45-degree angle towards the inside. I was
Oh,
going
toward-
inside first.
Oh, inside. You didn't say inside, so I didn't know what you meant.
No, you're right. I didn't. I just kind of pointed. But yeah,
Oh.
I'm starting with the inside. So
It's in, I don't think it matters whether you start with the inside or outside, but it's not going to be quite 45-degree angles, but it's going to be toward the inside of the foot.
toward the inside of the foot, not a direct, you're right, not a direct 45-degree. I was just trying to describe how it feels. So you aim towards that 45-degree, but it will not be. So basically it's just stretching off to the left. And it's a very small movement. And I think we've been done 30 seconds on that side. Now we do the other side and it's even smaller. Our ankles are really not meant to stretch that way, but it's good to just do a gentle stretch. So for it, now we're doing the outside stretch to the right. It's not 45 degrees as Via said, but it's a stretch to the right. And like I said, either a steady stretch or you can gently pulse it. Okay. And now let's just take a few steps and see how our right ankle feels from our left ankle. I can feel the difference. Check it out. If that feels good. And we'll do the same thing on our other foot. So we start with just a straight, static stretch. Just resting on the half round. I feel this all the way up my leg. Okay. Now we'll start with an interior stretch. So we stretch the ankle to the inside towards the other foot. And again, you can do it a gentle, steady stretch, or you can do a gentle pulse. Okay, and now towards the outside. Again, it's a very small movement. This is very good for balance. Okay, all righty. Maybe give your ankle a little rotation. Shake it out. Or just rotate it. Oh, that felt good for me. I don't know about you. Okay, so now we're gonna do our back bends at the wall that we do. I need to do some quick production work here. My room has changed, so I have a different setup. Okay. So we're going to start with the back bend at the wall. So our back is to the wall. We're maybe 3 or 4 inches from it. And we raise our arms up and behind us and put our palms on the wall if we can. Our elbows up. I'm timing this for 40 seconds. This is bone building. Okay, come out of that very slowly. All right. And then we'll do our thoracic side twist at the wall. So we start on our right side, right foot forward, left foot back, elbows at your waist, hands up. And then we rotate and put our palms on the wall. 40 seconds. There we go. Now slowly turn around and reorientate yourself to the other way. So left side against the wall, left foot forward, right foot back, elbows at your waist, rotate, palms against the wall, 40 seconds. Now your head can go parallel to the wall or face the wall, either way. Notice my hips are facing this way, but my shoulders are parallel with the wall. Okay. Now, the next thing we're going to do, this was a triplet also, is the clock at the wall. We did this last week. Now, what we do is we stand with, you can stand with your right side to the wall. Your arm is the hand of a clock. We start at 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more time. Start at 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Notice I have to twist a little. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is a lot like our, when we're doing our floor exercise, where we're doing the round movement. We have to do the arms. So now we're going to do our left side, starting at 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more time, starting at 9, or actually it'd be 3 o'clock. 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, good job. Now we're going to go back to the mat. So quick production work again here. Bear with me. Now we are going to start on our hands and knees and then go to our prone position. So we're going to do something kind of new we haven't done in this class. Let me get oriented here. Okay, we're going to do what's called cat-cow. So you're on your hands and knees. Now, if you have wrist issues, which I know Caitlin does, you can always be on your fingertips. That can work too. And cat-cow is kind of, it's a breathing exercise. So cat is with your back arched, and that is an inhale. Cow is with your back swayed, that is an exhale. So when we inhale, we arch. And when we exhale, we sway. So inhale, exhale. If you're really bad on your wrist, you can go down to your elbows. It does not work as well with the back extension, but if your wrists really bother you, that is an option. So inhale, exhale. One more time, inhale, exhale. Okay.
I wanted to say, Kathy, that you can use your mobility strip on your wrists, and it actually takes you. Then you put your heels of your hands on the strip, and it takes a lot of
pressure off. That is true. I didn't even think about that. That's very true. Or anything else that would take the pressure off your wrists. Absolutely. Yeah, you can also, I've learned, fold your mat and do it that way. So yeah, there's a couple of options there. Thank you, Dia. So now we're going to do something we haven't done in class in a while, and that's the thoracic back bend. So go ahead and come all the way down. Now I myself need something under my forehead. So what we're going to do is we are prone, and when we lift up, we're going to lift our head and our shoulders and our arms. Now, this is can be a difficult move. If you have trouble doing this, that's not a problem. Just lift your arms and then bring them back down. And what we'll be doing is we'll be lifting up and holding and coming back down. Then we'll be lifting up and going into airplane and then coming back down. So inhale, exhale, lift up. Timing for 30 seconds. If you can't hold that long, that's fine. If you're lifting so high that your lower back hurts, lower yourself. You have to come down, go ahead. Take an inhale and come down. All right, good. Now we're going to do airplane, which is coming up and then going arms out in an airplane, and then we'll come back down. So inhale, exhale, come up. Inhale, exhale, arms out. If you can, lift yourself up a little higher. But again, if it hurts your lower back, don't do that. So just come up as high as you can without harming your lower back. Inhale and come all the way back down. Okay, good job. Now we're going to do the thoracic spine side twist. So I'm going to clear some things out here. Okay. So you're in prone position. Your hands are at a T. Look to the left. Look to the left. Lift your right leg. Yeah, I'm confused now. Look to the left, lift your left leg, right?
Yep, left, look to the left and lift your left leg.
Yeah, okay, I confused myself. So lift your left leg and move it over. Now your hips can move on this one. The idea is to keep your shoulders on the floor. Both shoulders on the floor. This leg that you've lifted can do anything at once. It can touch the other side. It can stay in the air. You can twist it or bend it. Move it around. Doesn't have to touch the floor. We're on a 40-second timer. Okay, bring it back. All right. Now look in the other direction to your right and lift your right leg. Where's that, my timer? Lift your right leg. Move it across. Again, your hip can come with it. Just make sure your shoulders are on as close to the floor as they can be, or on the floor. That leg can do anything at once. Point and flex, rotate. bend it. Just let it hang in the air. That's good too. Okay, bring it back. All righty. Time check, okay. So let's go ahead and roll over on our back. Take your time. I'm going to do one more stretch before we go into Yoga Nidra. Now, you want to put your legs straight and maybe shoulder feet apart. Your arms are up above. We're going to do that diagonal twist or diagonal stretch. So you want to lift your left arm and your right leg and flex your foot and just stretch from your fingertips to your heel. Stretch up and stretch down. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And then lower. And now your left leg with your foot flexed in your right arm. And stretch up and stretch your foot. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Feels so good. Feel that stretch go from your fingertips right down to your heel. Oh, yes. Oh. Okay. All right. So go ahead and get into a comfortable position for Yoga Nidra. Make sure you're warm enough. Put something over your eyes if you choose. I'm going to lead you through a 61-point guided meditation. So make sure again that you're comfortable, you're warm enough. Start with your breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Observe your abdomen as it rises and falls with the gentle flow of your breath. Now bring your awareness to the center of your eyebrows, the center of your throat, your right shoulder, elbow, wrist, right thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, right wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, left shoulder, elbow, wrist, left thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, left wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, spiritual heart center, right side of your chest, heart center, left side of your chest, heart center, navel center, center of your pelvis, right hip, knee, ankle, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, right ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, left hip, knee, ankle, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, left ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, navel center, heart center, center of your throat, center of your eyebrows. This concludes the 61-point guided meditation. Begin to wiggle and stretch Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Stretch your arms out. And your legs if they've been bent. Rotate your wrists and your ankles. Hold your right knee to your chest. Hold your left knee to your chest. Hold both knees to your chest. Rock back and forth. Feel the massage on that lower back. It feels so good. When you're ready, go ahead and roll towards the camera using your lower arm as a pillow. And when you come to that position, just stop for a moment and thank yourself and thank yourselves for being here today and the good movement that you've done. And when you're ready, go ahead and come up to a sitting position. I'm going to remove the spotlight and put everyone on gallery. I can't do that for you. And unmute yourself. There you go. All right. I guess we lost Bea
Kathleen.
and Kathleen. Okay. Go ahead and put your hands to your heart and let's press them together really hard just for a minute. Feel that shoulder work we did. And then loosen it, fingertips only. I want to thank you for coming today and allowing me to move with you. And we're going to say to each other to end the class, namaste. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kathy.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you. Great to see you.